Hi, Kim here from Able Recruitment. I just want to quickly talk to you today about counter-offers. I'm going to give you my opinion on whether accepting a counter-offer is a good idea or not. What we're talking about is, let's say you've applied for another job, you get that offer, and then when you tell your boss that you're going to resign, that company comes back to you and says, please don't go, we're now going to give you, more money or these extra benefits or a little promotion or whatever it might be. In most cases, I'm going to say it's too little, too late. If you are at the point where you're looking at moving on, what are the reasons for moving on? If you've already been through the process of working out what is it that you would like to do next, what is it that's not working for you in your current role, and you've decided to move on, you've been through the whole process of going for interviews and everything that comes with that, there are reasons why you undertook those actions. If you are now being made a counteroffer at your current employment, I'm going to guarantee you that, unless your sole reason was you just wanted a pay rise, then a counteroffer does nothing to address the reasons that you were looking in the first place. And I'll just make a little quick note. If you are just looking for a pay rise, there are far better ways of going about it. Deliberately going through a process where you go and you get an offer elsewhere just to take that back to your boss. It's pretty transparent, it's not a good look, and people have pretty long memories about that sort of stuff. There's a whole other conversation around how to go about that and make sure that you get what you're looking for. So another reason why it might be not a very good idea to accept a counteroffer, what is your work life going to be like going forward when you're staying in an organisation where you've already had that conversation around, well, I don't like this, or this isn't working for me and I'm looking to move on. You have to acknowledge that things are probably going to be quite different. You might be viewed differently. There might be some distrust that you then have to overcome. And that can be uncomfortable and unnecessary. Why didn't your employer offer you these things if you were valued to that extent before you went through the process of going and getting another job? Something else to be mindful of is, let's say you've just been given, a big pay rise and you decide to accept that counter offer and you stay where you are. Have a think about where your performance was before and where your expected performance is probably going to be now. You're going to be watched pretty closely. If you're being paid over and above what your employer was really comfortable in paying you and they've just given you that extra few dollars or a lot of dollars to appease you and to keep you, they will be looking at you and wanting return on those dollars. Another reason is the lost opportunity cost. What was the role that you were going to? If you targeted that position and you went through the whole process and you were made that offer and you got to the point where you were actually going to accept that job, but for getting this counter offer, what is it that you're missing out on besides salary? The career progression, the opportunity to be exposed to new things and to take on new challenges. One of the other reasons why you might not want to accept a counter offer is how you're going to feel when the shine wears off those extra dollars or whatever else it is that they may have thrown at you, and you're still in the same place and thinking, well, what if I had have actually taken that role? Would I be in a much better position? Would I be happier? Would I be progressing? Now you don't know. So in really being ready for this conversation when you might have a counter offer, think about this. Most people, if they have a good relationship with their current employer, they don't feel good about going in and tendering their resignation just anyway. If you're a valued employee in this current market, you're probably going to get a counter offer, and that's even more difficult to continue that conversation and to remain strong in your original decision. So you feel bad, you've said, sorry, I'm leaving. They say, please don't go, we really need you, we love you, here's some extra money, here's this or that might make you stay and feel happy. In the moment, it can be quite difficult to keep saying, no, I won't go, and it can be really easy to forget about what the offer is that you've probably already accepted and that you were feeling excited about. It can be easy to sort of forget that and get caught up in whatever it is that you're being offered and in that plea for you to stay. So your best bet is go in prepared, go in expecting a counter offer. If it doesn't come, great, the conversation is half the time and it's easier. If the counter offer is made, then you can politely decline that. You can politely just remind the person that you're speaking with of the things that you've just explained. The reason that you went looking and applied for another job in the first place is X, Y, and Z, and you're really excited and you're really positive about taking that step. You believe it's good for your career, and thank you very much. Really appreciate it, and I hope that we can remain on good terms. Easier said than done. I've been in that position myself. I've accepted counter offers myself. It probably wasn't the best move. I see other people making those decisions, and it just doesn't, as I said, it doesn't address the issues that you went looking for another job in the first place. So think really carefully. As always, I hope that these tips have helped you, and that maybe that helps you feel a little bit more confident going in, tendering your resignation, saying thank you very much, but I'm moving on anyway when that counter offer may come, and all the very best with your career.